So till now we have solved problems up to seventh problem. Now we shall go to problem number 8. Okay, the armature of a shunt motor has lap winding. So it has lap winding. Okay, lap winding means number of parallel paths is equal to number of poles. Okay, has lap winding accommodated in 60 slots. It has 60 slots. Okay, having 4 conductors in each slot. 60 into 4 is the Z. Z is equal to 60 into 4 is equal to Z is equal to 240 conductors, armature conductors. Okay, the flux per pole is 60 slots, each containing 20 conductors. Each containing 20 conductors. 20 conductors. So it will be so 1200 conductors. Okay, 1200 conductors. 1200 conductors, each containing 20 conductors each. If the useful flux per pole is 28 milliweber, so what is the useful flux per pole is 28 milliweber. Okay, milliweber. Calculate the total torque developed in Newton meter. So you have to calculate the total torque developed in Newton meter when the armature current is 50 amps. So when the armature current is 50 amps, so you have to calculate Ia is equal to 50 amps they have given. So you have formula T is equal to P by omega. So what is P? P is equal to electrical equivalent of mechanical power, that is EB into Ia, divided by what is omega. Omega is equal to 2 pi n divided by 60. You calculate EB value. EB is equal to V minus IARA. So you have V value. V they have given actually. So V they haven't given. Instead you can calculate using the formula EB is equal to 5Z NP divided by 60A. So what is the value of phi? Phi they have given 28 milliweber, Z 1200, N they have given, N is also not given. Okay, N is also not given. N is equal to, N is not given. Number of poles they have given. Number of poles is also not given. So 60 into number of parallel paths. To calculate number of parallel paths, so A is equal to P. So this will also become P only. P get cancels. So 5Z N divided by 60 is EB value. But N is not given here. So N is missing. Assume N as 560 RPM. So substitute here the N value, then you will get EB value. Okay, after calculating EB value, you substitute here the value to here, and then the value of Ia is 50. Then take N value as 560 RPM, substitute here, divided by 60, then you will get T is equal to so and so Newton meter. So this problem is not properly framed and the data is insufficient. Now I have given the hint, take N as 560 RPM and solve it, then you can easily solve. Either you can use this formula or directly you can use the torque equation. T is equal to 1 by 2 pi into 5Z into Ia into P by A. Whichever may be the formula you can use. Phi value they have given, Z value they have given. Oh, okay. So using this formula it is difficult to calculate. The data is sufficient if you apply this formula. 1 by 2 pi into phi value they have given, yes, 28 milliweber. Z value they have given, so Z value is 1200. Ia value they have given, 50 amps they have given. So P by A is equal to P. So PP get cancels. You just substitute these values, then you will get T. So need not to assume this value and all. You directly apply this formula, you will get the answer. for the solution. That is the solution for problem number 8. Similarly, for problem number 9, a 6 pole 250 volt. So problem number 9 says a 6 pole. So let us read the problem number 9. A 6 pole 250 volt. So number of poles they have given 6 pole 250 volt. V is equal to 250 volts. 250 volts. 250 volt DC series motor is wave connected. So here they have given DC series motor. The circuit representation is like this here. So this is circuit representation. So this is V and this is IL and this is ISE and this is RSE. This is Y, YY. Y and YY are the terminals of the field winding, that is series field winding, and this is IA, RA and EB, AA. So this is how a series motor circuit representation look like. So a 6 pole 250 volt DC series motor is wave connected. Wave connected means number of parallel paths is 2. There are 250 slots. So there are 250 slots. So Z is equal to 250 into each slot having 4 conductors. So 250 into 4 is equal to 1000 conductors, armature conductors. Okay. To conductors, the flux per pole is 1.75 into 10 to the power minus 2 Weber. 1.75 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Weber, right? Weber. When the motor is taking 80 amps, so they have given IL is equal to 80 amps, taking the current of 80 amps. The field resistance is 0.05 ohm. So since it is a series motor, I will take RSE is equal to 0.05 ohm and the armature resistance is 0.1 ohm. So armature resistance RA is equal to 0.1 ohm. Okay, 0.1 ohm armature resistance. Calculate the speed of the motor. So N I have to calculate. It's a very simple problem. So RAC they have given, RA they have given, IL they have given. In a series motor, IL must be equal to ISE must be equal to IA. No need to calculate on IA value. IA itself is IL, so 80 amps. So what I have to calculate? I have to calculate speed N. N is equal to, I have formula EB into 60 into A divided by 5 into Z into P. So N is equal to, first I have to calculate EB value. EB is equal to, for series motor, EB is equal to V minus IA into RA plus RSE. So V minus IA into RA plus RSE minus BCD, but here brush contact resistance drop is not mentioned, please ignore it. If they have given brush contact resistance drop, then you have to take it into account. Okay, EB is equal to, what is the value of V? V they have given, okay, 6 pole 250 volt. Okay, V they have given 6 pole 250 volt. So 250 minus, what is the value of IA? IA they have given 80 amps. 80 into, what is the value of RA? RA is equal to 0.1. 0.1. What is the value of RSE? 0.05 ohm. 0.05 ohm. So EB is equal to, so it will be equal to 238 volts. 238 volts, right? So back EMF now I have calculated. So N is equal to EB. EB is equal to 238 into 60 into number of parallel paths A is equal to 2 since it is wave connected, divided by 5 value. 5 value is 1.75 into 10 to the power of minus 2 into what is the value of Z? Z is equal to 1000 into P. P value is how much? number of poles is 6. So number of poles is 6. So n is equal to, it will be around 272 rpm. Okay, this is the solution for problem number 9. This is the speed of the motor. Next, let us see the problem number 10. Problem number 10 is on DC series motor, runs at a speed of 1000 rpm. So they have given R is speed n is equal to 1000 rpm. Okay, runs at a speed of 1000 rpm when taking a current of 22 amps. So IA is equal to IL is equal to ISE is equal to 22 amps, because it is a series motor. 22 amps from the supply. If the load is changed such that current drawn by the motor is increased to 55 amps. So IA2 is 55 amps. Okay, this is IA1. Okay, so load is changed to 55 amps. Previous value was 22 amps. Calculate the speed of the motor on new load. So let me take this as N1. I have to calculate the speed of the motor on new load. N2. Motor on new load N2. The armature and the series winding resistances are 0.3 and 0.4. 0.3 ohms. And series winding resistance RSE is equal to 0.4 ohm respectively. Assume the supply voltage to be 250 volt. So V is equal to 250 volts. These are the data they have given. So previously this motor is running with a load of 22 amps. Suddenly the load is increased such that the motor draws 55 amps. What would be the new value of the speed? So to calculate this, we have a formula. N is directly proportional to EB by phi, right? EB by phi. But in series motor, phi is not constant, right? In series motor, phi is not constant, right? Phi is not constant. In shunt motor, phi is constant. So N2 by N1 is equal to EB2 by EB1 into phi 1 divided by phi 2 is the formula. Okay, N2. So to calculate N2, I should have EB2 and EB1. Let me calculate EB2 first. EB2 is equal to V minus IA into RA plus RSE. Okay, EB2 is equal to, what is the value of V? V value is 250 volts. Okay, V value is 250 volts minus, what is the value of IA1? IA1 is equal to 22 amps. Okay, IA1 is equal to IA2 is equal to 55 amps. So 55 into RA plus RSE. RA is 0.3 and RSE is 0.4. RA is 0.3 and RSE is 0.3 plus 0.4. It will come around EB2 is equal to, so 211.5 volts. Similarly, what is the value of EB1? So EB1 is equal to V minus IA1 into RA plus RSE. So what is the value of V? V is equal to 250 minus, what is the IA1 value? IA1 is equal to 22 amps. Okay, 22 amps. So 22 into RA plus RSE, 0.3 plus 0.4. So this will come around EB1 is equal to, so it's 234.6 volts, right? 234.6 volts. So the final answer, so we have calculated EB2 and EB1 value. So phi 1 and phi 2 we don't have that data here, but in series motor IA is directly proportional to phi. So IA2 by IA1 is equal to phi 2 by phi 1 I can write. So now in place of n2 by n1 is equal to eb2 by eb1 into phi 1 by phi 2, I can write ia1 by ia2, ia1 divided by ia2. Okay, so now n2 is equal to n1 into eb2 by eb1 is how much? eb2 is 211.5 divided by eb1 value is 234.6 into ia1 value is how much? ia1 value is 22 amps divided by 55 amps. So n2 is equal to, what is the value of n1 they have given? n1 is 1000 rpm. Okay, 1000 into 211.5 divided by 234.6 into 22 by 55. So n2 is equal to, it will come around 360.61 rpm. So this is the new value of the speed. This is the new value of the speed when the load is 55 amps. Calculate the speed of the motor on new load. So that is 360.61. This is how you have to solve for the problems on series motor. Let us see problem number 11. Armature current of a DC series motor is 60 amps. So they have given armature current 60 amps. That means IA is equal to ISC is equal to IAL is equal to 60 amps. So under full load conditions, if the load is adjusted so that the armature current decreases to 40 amps. So let me mark this as IA1. What is the IA2 value? 40 amps. It decreases to 40 amps, so that because the load is adjusted in such a way that IA2 will be 40 amps. Find the torque TA2. So I have to calculate the torque TA2 is question mark, corresponding to this amperes. Corresponding to this load, I have to calculate the new torque value TA2 in terms of the percentage of full load torque TA1 in terms of percentage of the full load torque, means full load current is 60 amps. For this, let me mark this TA1 as TA. Let that armature torque be, so TA1 is equal to TA. Okay, let the torque corresponding to 60 amps be TA. Okay, TA. So find the torque TA2 in terms of percentage of full load torque TA1. Okay, in terms of TA1 I have to calculate TA1. So the flux when the armature current is 40 amps is equal to 70% of that of the flux. The flux when the armature current is 40 amps. 40 amps means IA2. So phi 2 is equal to 40 amps is equal to 70% of the flux when the armature current is 60 amps. So 70%, 0.7% of the flux phi 1. Okay, so 70% of the flux phi 1. So phi 1 is equal to, let me phi 1 is equal to phi. So this phi is correspond to 60 amps. 0.7 phi corresponds to 40 amps. See here, when the armature current is 40 amps is equal to 70% of the that flux when the armature current is 60 amps. Let the flux correspond to full load amps 60 amps is 5 Webers. Okay, so we have phi 1, phi 2, TA2 and TA1. So I have to calculate TA2 in terms of the percentage of full load torque TA1. So for this I have a formula. So we know now torque formula. What is the torque formula? TA is equal to 1 by 2 pi into phi z into Ia into P by A. So which are the constant? TA is directly proportional to phi into Ia, right? So TA is directly proportional to phi into Ia. TA is directly proportional to phi into Ia. So TA2 divided by TA1 is equal to phi 2 by phi 1 into Ia2 by Ia1. Right? So what is TA2? TA2 is question mark. TA2 I have to calculate. So as a percentage of TA1 I have to calculate. So denominator, let it be TA1. Okay. So what is the value of phi 2? Phi 2 is 0.7 times phi 1. So 0.7 times phi 1 divided by phi 1. 70% of the value of the flux when it is taking 60 amps, that is phi 1. So Ia2 is what? Ia2 is 40 amps. 40 amps. And what is Ia1 value? 60 amps. 60 amps. 0.7 times phi 2 is 0.7 times phi. 70% of the phi 2, 40 amps. So phi 1 get cancels. TA2 is equal to 0.7 into 40 divided by 60 into TA1. So TA2 is equal to 0.46 times the TA1, means new value of the torque at 40 amps is 46% of the torque TA1. Okay, so that is the solution. TA1, that is the when the armature current is 6 amps. This is the solution for 11th problem. Similarly, 12th problem, a 200 volt series motor has a resistance of RA plus RAC is equal to 0.2 ohms. So they have given RA plus RSC is equal to 0.2 ohm. 0.2 ohm and runs at 1000 rpm. So it is having speed 1000 rpm. The full load current drawn from the supply is 50 amps. So the full load current drawn from the supply IL is equal to 50 amps. So means in series motor IL is equal to IA is equal to ISC. Calculate the speed of the motor at which it develops half of the full load torque. Calculate the speed of the motor. So I had to calculate the speed of the motor, okay, at which it develops half of the full load torque. So half of the full load torque means let the torque corresponds to 1000 rpm or 50 amps is TA. Okay, TA. This is IA1. The torque corresponds to IA1 and N1 is TA. So the torque corresponds to N2. This I have to calculate. N2. So TA2 is equal to, calculate the speed of the motor at which it develops half of the full load torque. Half of the full load torque means this is the full load amps. Half of the full load torque means 0.5 times TA. Okay, so 0.5 times TA. So we have formula again, TA2 divided by TA1 is equal to phi 2 by phi 1 into IA2 divided by IA1, right? IA1. So but here the change in the flux they have not given. Okay, the change in the flux they have not given. Instead they have given RA plus RAC and the terminal voltage and RPM. How to calculate this? You cannot apply this formula here. Okay, you cannot apply this formula here. You can apply by indirectly. How you can apply it? So they have not given the change in phi 2 or phi 1. So since IA is directly proportional to, phi is directly proportional to IA, I can write like this: TA2 divided by TA1 is equal to IA2 square divided by IA1 square. I can write like this, right? Yes. but TA2 and TA1, TA2 is 0.5 TA divided by TA1 is TA, 0.5 TA. So IA2 square, IA2 I have to calculate. IA1 is how much? 50. IA1 is 50 square. So TA get cancels. IA2 square is equal to 50 square into 0.5. Okay, IA2 is equal to, so answer is 35.35 amps. This is IA2 value. New value of the current corresponds to the half of the full load torque is 35.35 amps. Full load amps is 50 amps. Corresponding to this, I have to calculate new speed N2. So for that I have formula N2 by N1 is equal to EB2 by EB1 into phi1 by phi2, right? Okay, into phi1 by phi2. So I have to calculate EB2 and EB1. So EB2 is equal to V minus IA1 into RA plus RSA, right? RSA plus IA2 into RA plus RSA. So EB2 is equal to, what is the value of V? What is the value of V? V is equal to 200 volt. So 200 minus, what is the value of IA2? IA2 is 35.35. 35.35 into RA plus RSC is 0.2 ohm. 0.2 ohm. So EB2 is equal to, so it will be 192.92 volts, right? So similarly, what is the value of EB1? EB1 is equal to V minus IA1 into RA plus RSC. So V is equal to 200 minus, what is IA1 value? IA1 value is 50 amps. 50 amps. Okay, that is the full load amps. 50 into 0.2 into 0.2. So the answer is 190 volts. Okay, right? EB1 is equal to 190 volts. 190 volts. Now I have calculated EB2 and EB1, but phi1 and phi2 values I don't know. Instead of phi1 and phi2, since phi is directly proportional to IA, phi1 by phi2 is IA1 by IA2. Right? So IA1 by IA2. So N2 is equal to N1 into EB2 by EB1 into I1 by I2. IA1 by IA2. IA1 by IA2. Okay. So now what is the value of N1? N1 value is 1000 RPM. So 1000 into EB2 value is 192.92 divided by, what is the value of EB1? 190 volts. 190 into, what is the value of IA1? IA1 value is 50 amps. 50 amps divided by, what is IA2 value? IA2 value is 35.35. 35.35. So N2 value is, so new value of the speed is 1436.16 RPM. Okay, this is N2 value. Calculate the speed of the motor at which it develops half of the full load torque is 1436.16 RPM. So that is the solution of problem number 12. Hope all the problems are understood for you. Okay, please keep concentrate on solving the problems and applying the logics. Only the formula is EB is equal to phi Z IA into formula is EB is equal to phi Z NP divided by 60A. Formula TA is equal to 1 by 2 pi into phi Z into IA into P by A Newton meter. Okay, 1 by 2 pi into 5z into ia into p by a is into Newton meter, and Ta is equal to power divided by power in watts divided by omega. Omega is equal to 2 pi n divided by 60. Okay, power is equal to omega into Ta. Okay, so next n is directly proportional to eb by 5. N2 by n1 is equal to eb2 by eb1 into 5 1 divided by 5 2. Okay, Ta is directly proportional to phi into ia, so Ta2 divided by Ta1 is equal to phi 2 by phi 1 into ia2 by ia1. These formula, if you remember, you can easily solve the problem. And also you should know the circuit representation of series motor, circuit representation of separately excited DC motor, circuit representation of shunt motor, and corresponding equation for voltage, terminal voltage, back EMF, shunt current, field current and armature current, line current. For all these you should know the equations corresponding to the circuit representation of different types of DC motors. If you know all these things, you can easily solve all the problems. Thank you.